Well, here's the first prototype I'm actually going to try to roast with. Um, my electronics outgrew my little enclosure that I had mocked up here, so they just out to the side, although it makes it kind of nice to actually be able to see them. Not much there, just an Arduino processor, and then it's really just connections. There's I guess the other thing is there's underneath here, you can see, there's a little 8-pin Modbus, like a Max 485 Modbus chip underneath the Arduino. So then, yeah, connections. This just goes to the display. This guy powers the servo. This is the Modbus line to the roaster. And this guy is the switch for controlling the interface. The concept for the user interface is when this is powered up, the servo is in an unknown state, as well as this control knob. So these two things have to be synced up, and then you have to show it where the various kPa levels are on the knob that you turn. So first thing it's to do is spin the servo to 0. You don't want to have this hooked up while you do that, since this may already be at 0. So these two things are detached. So it spins the servo to 0. Then it wants you to manually set this to 0. So I just go all the way to the right, and then maybe just, I don't want to like crank it too hard, but just there's a nice 0. Then that's where the servo is, so we can attach these two things and get them in sync. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Maybe I can. Okay. So now the servo is attached and can spin that knob. So once I've completed that, I hit 0 to basically record that this is 0. Now what it wants me to do is to set 4 kPa. And the concept is you always go downward towards the kPa you want to take out any backlash of the knob or of the servo mechanism. Actually, I think there's more in the roaster knob as far as backlash than the servo mechanism. So to do this, I'm going to turn the roaster on, and I'm going to get the gas up just a little bit and then light it. Okay, so there you can see where I'm at. And I have to rotate the knob down. Oh, see, I gotta go to 4. So I'm gonna take the roaster up over 4 and then come back down to right at 4. The faster I spin this, the faster it changes. The slower I spin it, the slower it changes. Okay, I'll call that 4. So I press enter to mark 4 there. Now I go down to 3. Call that 3. Now it wants me to go down to 2. A little bit more maybe. I'll call that 2. And then 1. And then lowest I ever go is 0.25. Let's see if I can see where that is. I think that's a half. And then so that's right at about 0.25. So I'll call it 0.25. Okay. And now we're ready to roast. It'll receive Modbus commands from Artisan to set the kPa level, and we'll spin the servo to do so. So here's how this works in Artisan. I have a temperature change coming up at 140 degrees that I'm going to make. And you can see I'm on 3.5 now. So on Artisan, I'm going to go to 2.25 kPa. When I hit 1 240, which is now. If I hit 225 over there, and it's dialed the server down here. Let's see how my calibration is doing. Well, not too bad. Here's the temperature change at 163. I'm going to drop it to 1.5. I'll tell you when I click an artisan there now. It's pretty quick.